So this is the stress block for the precise concrete member, and lever arm distance d minus 0.42 XU, and the tensile force is acting APS into FBB, stress into area. Okay, so now you can see here what is the moment of resistance. So this force into the tensile force into that perpendicular distance. Okay, so here tensile force is APS into FBB, and what is the corresponding height? That means lever arm depth is d minus 0.42 XU. What is meant by XU? XU is the neutral axis depth. XU is the neutral axis depth. Okay. So now using this formula, so IS 1343 recommend, IS 1343 2012 recommend the following formula, that is ME is equal to FPB into APS into D minus 0.42 XU. So this is the formula recommended by IS 1343 2012 code, where ME is the moment of resistance of the section and FPB is equal to tensile stress in the tendon at failure. Okay, and APS, area of pre-tensioning tendons in the tension zone, and D is the effective depth at the centroid area. Okay, effective depth. So effective depth is common for RCC and pre-stress. You can see here depth. So it is the top extreme fiber to the center of the reinforcement. This is the effective depth, and X is the neutral axis depth. Okay, so this is the formula recommending by IS 1343. So please all of you take IS 1343 Annexure D. You can see Annexure D. Okay, Annexure D, it is available at the last of the IS 1343 code book. So you can see same formula. So the moment of resistance of the rectangular sections or T sections. See, actually this formula applicable for both rectangular sections as well as T sections, in which neutral axis lies within the flange. So in case of rectangular section, there is no T section, sorry, there is no flange section, there is no web section. But in case of T section or I section, there will be a flange is there, flange portion, and there will be a web portion is there. Okay, so here you can see MU, this is applicable only neutral axis lies in the flange. Okay, neutral axis lies in the flange. So therefore MU is equal to same formula they given in the code book in Annexure D. So FPB into APS into D minus 0.42 XU. Okay, so same notations also given here. Okay, so this is the formula, and how to calculate under this table also we can use. So what is this table? So condition at the ultimate limit state for rectangular beams with the pre-tension tendons or with the post-tension tendons having effective bond. Okay, so here there will be a ratio is there, APS into FPU divided by BD FCK. This is the ratio. Okay, so from this ratio we have to calculate FPB, because in the formula FBB is there and XU is there. So using this table only, we have to find FPB and MU. Okay, FBB and MU. So first we have to, the first step is we have to calculate APS FPU and BD FCK, this ratio. So this ratio we got from 0.025 to 0.4. Okay, and using this ratio, next step is we have to find the stress in tendon, that is FPB. Okay, so next neutral axis depth XU. So once you found this two parameters, that means FPB, this FPB and the XU value, and this APS, that means area of precision steel, definitely they will give given in the question. Definitely they will give. You don't worry. Okay, only these two parameters. So once you find these two parameters, you can easily calculate the moment of resistance. Okay, students, is it clear? Any doubt? So we need this page, that means Annexure D and this table 11. Okay, so for calculation of moment of resistance. So let us see first a simple problem, a rectangular section problem. Based on that, we can easily understand the formula, okay, and how to calculate moment of resistance. Okay, so let us start. So I'll read the question. A bonded pre-stressed concrete beam, of rectangular section is shown in figure. Okay, the tendons consists of 600 mm square area and is stressed to 1600 Newton per mm square. The tendons are located at 100 mm from the soffit of the beam. Take the concrete grade M40. Calculate the ultimate moment of resistance as per IS 1343 code. Okay. So here I forgot to give the diagram. Okay, no problem. We can draw. So this is 200 mm width. And this is the pre-stressing cable and the effective depth. This is the effective depth. So D is equal to how much? 400. So in this problem, they will give the diagram. So 200 mm width and effective depth is 400 mm. Okay. And area of pre-stressing steel is, this is area AP. Okay. AP, area of pre-stressing steel. Okay. AP, or sometimes it is called, as per the formula, it is APS. It is equal to how much? In the question they given 600. Okay. So calculate the ultimate moment of resistance. So as we already discussed, what we have to find first? APS. Actually, this is APS. So please see the table. Once you see the table, so first we have to calculate the ratio of this APS into FPU divided by BD into FCK. Okay, so you can see here I calculated APS equal to 600 mm square. It is given in the question. FPU is equal to 1600 Newton per mm square divided by B is 200 and the effective depth is 400 into FCK 40. FCK 40, M40 grade they given. So the ratio is, what is the ratio? 0.3. Okay, this is the ratio we got. Okay, so now we can see in the table for 0.3, for 0.3. So here there are two categories. This table for pre-tensioning and this table for post-tensioning. Okay, so what is in our question? It is pre-tensioning or post-tensioning? Okay, a bonded pre-stressed concrete beam of rectangular section. So here they didn't give directly pre-tensioning or post-tensioning. Okay, but they indirectly given, see, bonded. Okay, bonded means obviously it is pre-tension. Okay, so therefore what is the value of 0.3? So the ratio 0.3. What is the value we got? FPB is equal to FPB divided by 0.87 FPU is equal to 1. Okay, and the corresponding HU by D value is 0.655. Okay, so first read that value from the code book. After that, here you can write. So therefore HU by D ratio, it is 0.655. From the table we found it is XU by D ratio is 0.655. So X is equal to 0.6. So how to calculate XU? We need only XU, not XU by D. So therefore X is equal to 0.655 into D. What is D? It is given in the question. Okay, what is D? It is 400 mm. So 0.655 into 400, we got 262 mm. Okay, so next, the ratio of FPB divided by 0.87 FPU. Okay, so FPB divided by 0.87 FPU. For that, the ratio we got stress in tendon ratio is 1. Okay, So substitute the value 1. You can see FPB divided by 0.87 FPU is equal to 1. So therefore FPB is equal to 0.87 FPU. 0.87 FPU into 1. Okay. So therefore 0.87 into 1600. 0.87 into FPU. FPU value how much? Okay, so it is the stress value in the tenton 1600. So therefore 0.87 into 1600, we got 1392 Newton per mm square. So now apply the formula. So take the formula from the code book. M is equal to FPB into APS into D minus 0.42 XU. So FPB value how much? 1392. And APS, it is given in the question, it is 600. Okay. So next D value is 400 minus 0.42 XU value is 262 mm. Okay. So if you substitute all the values here, means you got in the value in terms of Newton mm. The moment of resistance value you got in terms of Newton mm. So always we are discussing in problem, and always we are telling moment value in terms of kilonewton meter. So that divided by 10 power 6 for Newton to kilonewton, it is 10 power 3. Again mm to meter, again 10 power 3. So therefore 10 power 6. Okay. So therefore mu is equal to how much? 242.17 kilonewton meter. This is the answer. Okay, students. I hope all of you understand the first problem. Okay. So this is the next problem. So I'll read the question. So we understand how to calculate the moment of resistance for rectangular section. So now the next problem is how to calculate moment of resistance for T section. See, mostly 90% in examination, they will ask T section or I section only. Okay. So same formula, same table, everything is same. So now we can see, I'll read the question. Here T section has flange with 300 mm, full stop. The thickness of the flange is 87.5. Okay. Web thickness 80 mm. Web thickness is 80 mm. Effective depth of section is 400 mm. FCK is equal to 40 Newton per mm square. So FCK is nothing but the grade of the concrete. Sometimes they given M30, M40 like that. But here they given FCK value directly. And the FPU is nothing but stress in the processing steel. It is 1600 Newton per mm square. Estimate the flexural strength. See, the other name of moment of resistance is flexural strength. Okay. Estimate the flexural strength of the section. Is the area of cross section of the bonded high tensile steel is 200 mm square. Okay. So now we will see the problem. So this is the cross section of the T section. So so in this problem, they didn't give the diagram. Based on the sentence of the question, we drawn the diagram. So this is the T section having flange. So flange means up to this portion. The first portion is the flange. Okay. And this is the second portion. It is called web. Okay. So flange, it is 300 mm into 87.5 flange width and thickness. And this is the web width and thickness. Okay. So now students, now we will continue. Is it clear now? My voice? Continue. So we will see, continue the problem. So this is the data given. Based on the data given, we drawn the diagram. Okay. So what is the first step? To find out the ratio of APS into FPU divided by BD into FCK. So this is the ratio. Okay. So using this ratio, we have to calculate the okay, students, now we will continue due to some technical problem. So now we will see the ratio APS FPU divided by BD FCK. So what is the ratio we got? So APS is equal to 200 mm square, FPU is 1600 divided by BD. So B is 400 mm and D is the effective depth. So here you can make one confusion. So how to calculate the effective depth? So effective depth is given. Okay. So first initially we have to consider it is a rectangular section. So 300 mm and D is 400 mm because processing steel is located in the web. Okay. So 300 into 400 and FCK is 40. So the ratio is we got 0.067. Okay. So for this ratio, we didn't have direct value. You can see in the table 0.067. So we have the ratio only 0.05 and 0.1. Okay. So 0.067 is in between is there. So first we have to call by linear interpolation method. We have to calculate the value of 0.067. Okay. So now for 0. From the table I taken this one. So from the table it is 0.05. We got 0.109. And for 0.1 we got 0.217 XU by D ratio. Okay. So how to calculate this 0.067? So you can see using this linear interpolation. So first we have to write 0.109. So this is pre-tension only. You can see bonded high tensile steel. They have given bonded. Okay, it is pre-tension only. And this table also pre-tension. Okay, so here you can see how to calculate this HU by D ratio if in between they given means. So first write 0.109 plus. So next the ratio 0.217 minus 0.109. So that is the ratio 0.017 divided by this ratio 0.1 minus 0.05. Okay, into 0.108. What is this 0.108? 0.108 means, so from which value we must know 0.067. So we need 0.067 minus 0.05. Okay. So from that we got 0.108. Okay. So therefore XU by D ratio we got. So otherwise you do one thing. You in calculator option is there. Using that option you directly you got the linear interpolation value. So from this XU by D value we got 0.1457. Okay. So from this XU is equal to 0.1457 into D. Okay. So therefore XU value we got 58.3 mm. 58.3 mm. Now you can see what is the flange thickness. It is 87.5. So therefore XU value neutral axis depth value it is less than the flange thickness. So we got only 58.3 mm. So therefore it is less than depth of the flange. Okay, so that means neutral axis lies within the flange. So our assumption is correct. So this formula only applicable for neutral axis lies within the flange. You can see in the code book, we already discussed it. So T sections in which neutral axis lies within the flange. Okay, this formula is applicable. So the next FPB divided by 0.87 FPU equal to 1. You can see here in the table 0.5 also 1, 0.1 also 1, 0.05 equal to 1, and 0.1 also 1, and obviously 0.067 also it is 1 only. Okay, so that FPB is equal to 0.87 FPU, FPB is equal to 0.87, FPU is 1600. So therefore FPB is equal to 1392 Newton per mm square. This is the value. So therefore MU is equal to FPB into APS into D minus 0.42 XU. Okay, so FPB value we got 1392 Newton per mm square, and APS 200, and D is 400. D is the affected depth. D is 400 minus 0.42. XU value is 58.3. XU value you can see here 58.3. So finally we got the answer in terms of Newton mm. If you divided by 10 power 6 means you got in kilonewton meter. Okay, so this is the problem in case of neutral axis lies within the flange. Okay, students. So any doubt once you go through this formula, this problem, once you go through? We will move to the third problem. I'll read the question. A pretension T section has a flange width of 1500 mm and a thickness of 200 mm, width and depth of rib are 300 mm and 1200 mm respectively. The area of high tension steel is 5000 mm square at an effective depth of 1800 mm. The characteristic strength of concrete and steel 40 Newton per mm square and 1600 Newton per mm square. Calculate the flexural strength of section as per IS 1343 code book. Okay, so first step is we have to assume the neutral axis lies within the flange. Okay, let us see. AP first write the formula APS into FPU divided by BD FCK. So this is the diagram as per the given question. We drawn the diagram. So what is APS? Pre-stressing steel area 5000 mm square into FPU 1600. Okay, 5000 and 1600. It is given in the question. You can see 5000, 1600. And B is the width of the flange. That means 1500. And D is depth of the effective depth of the beam 1800. This is also given in the question. Okay. And BD FCK also 40. It is also given in the question. So find out the ratio. What is the ratio? We got 0.074. So this is pre-tensioned T section. You can see this is the pre-tensioned beam. So now referring table IS 1343, calculate XU by D value. Okay, using the relation after seeing the table, write the calculate the XU by D value by linear interpolation. We got XU by D value is 0.161. Okay, XU by D value we got 0.1. Same step as per previous problem. So we need only XU. For XU, you multiply by 0.167 into 1800. Now check the XU value, neutral axis depth. It is 289.8 mm. 289.8 mm. Now tell me what is the flange thickness? Only 200 mm. Only 200 mm. So our assumption is wrong. So neutral axis lies in the web. Okay, this is the depth of neutral axis. XU value we got 289 mm. 289 mm. So but we have only flange thickness is 200 mm. So neutral axis lies outside the flange. That means below the flange. Okay. So now how to do this problem? If inside the flange lies means as per previous problem, but it is lies outside the flange. Now we will see how to calculate. So now you have to write this sentence. The assumption is wrong. Neutral axis is inside the rib. Web all are same. So for this we need another ratio. Okay, moment capacity of web. That means this formula. APW divided into FP divided by BW into D into FCK. Actually, this formula is not available in the code book. Okay. So what is APW for? APW, how to calculate APW? APW is nothing but area pre-stressing steel in the web. Okay. So even though area pre-stressing steel lies in the web, so the application of pre-stressing force is common for both flange and web. Okay. So therefore, first we have to find out the area of pre-stressing steel in flange. For that, this is the formula: 0.45 FCK into BF minus BW into DF into divided by FP. So therefore, 0.45 into FCK 40 into BF is 1500 minus BW is 300 into depth of flange is 200 divided by FP is 1600. So from this, APF is equal to 2700 mm square. So what is the total area of pre-stressing steel? It is 500. So APW is equal to 500 minus 2700. We got 2300 mm square. 2300 mm square. Okay. So therefore, APW is 2300 into FP. FP value is 1600. Divided by BW. BW is 300. BW is 300 into depth. Effective depth is 1800. So BW is nothing but breadth of the rib or web. You can see what is the breadth. BW. This is your BW, breadth of the web. So substitute all the values. You can see what is the value we got. 0.17. 0.17. So see the table. You can see the table 0.17 for. So we have only 0.15 and 0.2 value. Okay, we have the ratio 0.15 and 0.2 value. So we have to find 0.17. 0.17. Okay, so for 0.17, what is the value? You can see here 0.17, 0.15. It is 0.326 XU by D value, and 0.2 it is 0.435. So therefore, XU by D value for 0.17 by linear interpolation we got it is 0.37. 0.37. So if you multiply by XU value, we need XU value only. So multiply by 0.37 into 1800, we got 666 mm. Okay, 666 mm. So therefore, next FPU divided by 0.87 FP value, it is 1, always 1. So therefore FP is equal to 0.87 into 1600, we got 1392 Newton per mm square. So finally, moment of resistance of web section, which is equal to ME is equal to FPU into APW. So previously APS, we substituted APS, but in this formula, moment of resistance lies in the web. So slightly change the formula. So FPU into APW into D minus 0.42H. So therefore, FPU is equal to 1392, APW is 2300 into D is 1800. Okay, so don't put APW as 500. Okay, APW we found 2300 only. Okay, so D minus 0.42 XU. XU is 666 mm. Okay, so finally we got 4867.33 kilonewton meter. This is the answer. Okay, student, is it clear? Actually, the problem will not end. You can see here we calculated M web only. So please see students here M web. That means moment of resistance taken by web only. So we have to calculate moment of resistance taken by flange also. This I forgot, sorry. So you can see here for moment of resistance for flange. This is for flanges. This is the formula: 0.45 FCK BF minus BW into DF into D minus DF by 2. This is the formula. Okay, so substitute all the formula, all the known values. 0.45 into FCK 40, BF is 1500 and BW 300 into DF. DF is 200 and D effective depth is 1800 minus DF by 2. So finally we got 7344 kilonewton meter. Actually, since it is a two segments are, one is flange, another one is web. Okay. So here we have to calculate separate moment of resistance. One is from web and another moment of resistance from flange. So previously we found that means that 4867.3 is only for web, not flange. For flange, this is the formula, that is we got 7344. So therefore the summation of moment mu is equal to m web plus m flange. So we got 7344 plus 48. What is the value? 4867.33. So therefore finally we got 12211.3 kilonewton meter. This is the overall moment of resistance carried by both flange and web. Okay, students.